Alrighty, so now that we know the banner formats for part 1 and part 2, I figured now would be a good time to sort of, go over the potential units that could be on each of the banners. Right now, in this video, I'm specifically going to be focusing on, sort of the Dokkan Fest and Carnival format. So we'll be looking at one Carnival banner, and then we will just kind of like in reference, it'll be like counterparts for the other, right? So we'll use the Vegito banner for this one because last year, the way that they kind of messed things up, or not really messed things up, but did things a little bit differently, they decided to go with the route of like, let's go ahead and do a dual Dokkan Fest and go back to the normal format that we used to have before they introduced the Dokkan Fest X Carnival format that we had for the anniversary during the 9 years. So if you don't know, the worldwide download last year was Dokkan Fest, Carnival, but this year we are going back to the Dokkan Fest Carnival format based on the video reveal showing that Goku, Trunks, and Gohan are going to be a Dokkan Festival, and then Broly is going to be a Carnival. I know a lot of people are disappointed about Broly being a Carnival, but how is that going to mean for the banners? So let's go ahead and get started with one of the banners. Now, again, the Dokkan Festival banner, I could be completely wrong on these predictions. Like, I think the time slots I have are going to be right, but these could be counterparts, right? Like, they could go this way for one, they could go this way for the other. So that is going to be the case. Now, let's go ahead and look at the banner, right? So the first two characters we have are the banner unit that is included with the Dokkan Festival right here, and then we also have the main Dokkan Festival LR. So obviously, this is going to be Trunks, Goku, and Gohan, so keep that in mind. That's going to be this spot right here. And then the banner unit could be, I don't know, a Piccolo. It could be a Vegeta from that fight, something along those lines. It could be a Krillin. Who knows, right? Like, that would probably be, like, my guess, like, one of the Z fighters that helps the trio fight Broly. I would imagine that's going to be the banner unit that's right here. But now we sort of kind of slide into uncharted territory right here with, like, this whole thing, right? Where, well, not even uncharted territory, but this character right here, this one's pretty easy. In my opinion, this slot right here will be the Golden Week Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which means that on the Part 2 Dokkan Fest, this is where Majin Buu would be. So he would be in this spot, and this spot where World Tournament Goku is going to be where the Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku is at, right? Now, the New Year's unit, this is where things, again, get a little bit spicy, just based on what they want to do. Do they want to tell us an anniversary LR on here? Do they want to do another LR? Or do they just want to go back and do Dragon Fist and Hirudegarn? Me, personally, I think they're going to go back to Dragon Fist and Hirudegarn and put them in this spot, as they have not been on either version for a minute. I forget the banners that they reran on for Hirudegarn as well as Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I want to say it might have been Golden Week, I want to say, is when they made their return. So it is definitely possible that this is where Hirudegarn and Dragon Fist are going to be. Now, looking at the LRs, this is going to be the previous year's worldwide spot. So this is where Vegito Blue is going to slide down and go right down here, right? He's going to move down to that spot. And then kind of moving along with that, this is where the 8-year GT duo or Majin Buu Saga duo would be. So again, if they want to go Vegito for this spot, they could, or they could go Zamasu for this spot. So keep that in mind. Now, again, this could be the Buu Saga duo or the GT Saga duo. Either one that they want to go with, I think, would work out just fine. And then we have the previous year's Golden Week. So again, we would also just slide this guy down to here. So it's kind of the case with like anniversary banners and stuff that they've done in the past, where they kind of just slide units down a spot, where it's like, this guy is going down one row, this guy is going down one row. And so now what we're going to have in this spot is 23rd World Tournament Goku, in my opinion. And then right here is where, again, we could see things get a little bit freaky. I think we will be having Cooler in this spot right here. And then potentially, instead of one of these TURs, it could be like AGL Full Power Frieza. And then a TUR could be like Int Broly or something like that. I personally think Int Broly will be on the Part 2 banners, but again, I could easily see him being there. So sort of kind of looking at this banner, we have the new units right here. We have the Golden Week character. We have a New Year's character of the sorts. We have the previous year's worldwide download LR. We have a yearly anniversary LR, so the GT duo or the Buu Saga duo. We have 2 years ago for last year's Golden Week units. This is going to be Junior or 23rd World Tournament Goku. This is going to be where LR Cooler is at, and then you could potentially have like Frieza down here or some LR that they want to like sneakily toss in, right? Where it could be, some type of troll unit. It could be a TUR that people don't have. and stuff like that. So that is kind of where this banner is going to be. I think if they're going to do a TUR for this one as well, I think this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I'm not sure. It'd have to be something that ties in. It could be like a movie heroes sort of TUR. Honestly, I could see them tossing the Go Bros in because they're like a Broly movie related LR, and I wouldn't really like that, but I could definitely see it possibly happening. So that is my prediction for the first banner. Again, just to quickly go over it, banner unit Vegeta / Piccolo, whatever. This will be Goku, Gohan, Trunks. Who else will have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the New Year's character. This will be Vegito right here. This will be an 8th anniversary LR. This will be last year's Golden Week unit, so 23rd World Tournament Goku. This will be Cooler. This will be the Go Bros, and then this will be some type of TUR, maybe like Int Broly. So that's my prediction for this one. But let's move along to the counterpart that would potentially be like a Dokkan Festival banner for, or the Carnival banner for this specific one. So let's pull up the first one. So this one will be Future Gohan. Now, this is the global version, so keep that in mind. But with JP, this is where things are actually going to be, most of the time we like to talk about global Ws for banners. This is going to be the rare case where there is a JPW, so we will get into that in a moment. Alrighty, so when it comes to these Part 2 banners, it's going to be much more tricky to sort of slide certain characters in, but what I can say is that we are going to have multiple Carnival LRs this year compared to the way that they did things last year. Now, one character I foresee being on the Part 1 banner. We'll just pretend this is a Part 1 banner, right? Because it will be like a dual Carnival with counterparts and stuff like that. But this right here will be Broly. And then we have a summonable yellow coin LR who came out in the Super Boost slot last year. Let me figure out who that was real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so in that spot, we have the character that came out on April 18th. I looked at the release date for Super Boo, and this one is going to line up, and that is going to be LR Captain Ginyu. Now, for Global, this potentially will be a different character. And this could be like AGL, LR Ultimate Gohan, or something like that. Really could be any of one of those characters that released in that vicinity. Just makes things tricky, considering that like LR Cell Max is already out and stuff like that. Obviously, they wouldn't throw him on those banners, but in my opinion, this is going to be where, who was it? It was LR Captain Ginyu will be making his featured return here on Global, or excuse me, on JP. I think that he could easily be in this spot, but if it's not them on JP, one character that I know is going to be on JP is going to be the Gammas and Gogeta, because that is a rare JPW, right? Because this is just things that they don't do that often, but in this case, they are going to be there. And so for the other Carnival LR, it's kind of tricky. I guess you could potentially see like one from last year. So like Future Gohan will probably be on this banner specifically, and then slide down. Then on the other one, Trunks will be there. And then we just have a bunch of like random yellow coin LRs. Like potentially, I think Bulma could be in one of these spots. We could have the Part 2 LR from Golden Week last year, which was going to be, like I said, Bulma would probably be in this spot, excuse me. Then right here, this would be like another random one. This could be where AGL LR Ultimate Gohan is. Just somewhere in that vicinity, right? It's kind of just how the way these things go. And then TURs is just going to be something related to the Broly banner. So like potentially it could be like a, a Goten, a Trunks, or like a ST, or like a random SSR Piccolo, a random SSR Goku, Gohan, or Trunks, or something like that. That's kind of how they would throw these ones in. So Carnival banners are a little bit harder to predict, but one thing that I know for certain is there are going to be multiple feature Carnival LRs on there. Obviously, there might be one more than last year, because at this time last year there weren't as many Carnivals, but Future Gohan will be on one of the banners. Trunks will be on the other banner, and then there will just be like a Carnival Worldwide from last year and stuff like that. So there you guys go. Again, these banners are much harder to predict. These are much harder to predict, but for this banner right here, this is going to be like a new banner unit from like, Broly Movie 2, or it could be one from, this will be like a new Broly right here, right? I could definitely see that happening. And then like the banner unit being like maybe a Videl to kind of copy Legends, where like Legends did the 1% sparking for Videl. Videl could find herself in this spot right here next to Broly. And then this would be where, this is where Int Fat Boo would be. And then this is where Harudegarn would be. And then like I said, this is where Zamasu would go. This is where the other 8-year anniversary would go. And this is where Junior himself would go as well. Moving into this spot, this will be Cooler in the spot, or it'll be the AGL Super Saiyan duo right here. So they'll slide down to this spot, and then TURs related to the Broly movie. Again, potentially like the Go Bros could be here, or like some sort of Broly, right? It's really tough to predict these like exactly, but I think that's kind of a vicinity of who you could expect, right? Who I know will be making their return will be the Golden Week units, as well as the previous year's Worldwide Download Celebration units. So there you have it. We have ourselves the banner predictions for Part 1 and Part 2, technically, of the worldwide download celebration. That is who I think will be on the banners. But let me know down below what you guys think of this specific format. What are you guys planning on summoning on? Are you going to be going for the carnival, or are you going to be going for the Dokkan Fest first, and all of that stuff? So if you enjoyed today's video and found it helpful, or you learned something new, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new, and don't turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content. That's all I got for you guys in this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.